Week 1 of an NFL season is always extremely misleading. Teams are as healthy as they will be for the entire season. Fewer and fewer starters are playing in the preseason, so this is the first game action for a lot of guys. There is no up-to-date film on anybody, and while there weren't any particularly shocking results, save for that Colts performance, I think it's important we sort through what is real and what isn't as we head into Week 2. So, we're going to play a game. I'm going to give you 6 takes from Week 1 and tell you whether or not I believe in them or they're a classic Week 1 mirage. Daniel Jones is good and the Colts are legit?
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Okay, I wanted to get this one out of the way first because I had some strong words for Daniel Jones and his performances a few weeks ago in a video. They could really just use a guy who can get the ball out accurately and quickly. Remember when Ryan Tannehill took over for Marcus Mariota, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, the guy they picked up and will now be starting is Daniel Jones. I deserve to eat some crow for that one. However, I think this one will go down as one of the great Week 1 mirages of our lifetime. Like when the Mitch Trubisky-led Steelers beat the Bills a few years ago. Wow, that was something. What's not a mirage is that the Dolphins look awful and are mere days away from the wheels falling off entirely. The Colts/Jones part of this, however, I don't give too much time. Maybe it means he finishes the season as the quarterback, but I can't see him suddenly being a good quarterback, nor can I see the Colts being anything beyond a wildcard team at best. What a great first week, though, for a fan base that has been through a lot. R.I.P. Jim Irsay. The Packers are contenders. The Packers' performance on Sunday dwarfed just about anything they did all of last season, in my opinion. I don't know if it's Micah Parsons' presence alone on defense, but they seem to have some kind of attitude adjustment, the way they swarm to the ball. And that was the main story of the game. The Ben Johnson-less offense of the Lions looked helpless against this Green Bay defense. Goff checked it out to the flat for Gibbs a ton, and I've not seen a Packers team rally to the football like that in a while. Jordan Love looked great, not overwhelmingly so, but he looks healthy and confident. The part of this game that I think is a mirage is the Lions. I'm on record saying I think it might be a slow start, but they're too talented not to figure it out, in my opinion. I wouldn't worry Detroit fans, although the Packers look worryingly good. The Steelers and Jets could both be very good.
Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction.
So the game of the day on Sunday until Sunday night came around was a shootout between the Steelers and Jets. Never thought I'd say those words. But it was excellent. Both quarterbacks came in with a point to prove to their former team, and both played as well as we'd seen in years. Despite the past few years, I know Aaron Rodgers had this in him. I didn't think Justin Fields really did. And yes, a lot of what the Jets got done on offense was through the run game, but Fields is instrumental in that, as both the ball carrier and the decoy. All this being said, I'm not buying in on either of these teams. Steelers are the patron saints of the Week 1 mirage win, as I gave an example earlier. I'm just not a believer in the Jets logo. The strength of this Jets team is still supposed to be the defense under Aaron Glenn. They'll need to perform better for me to believe in this team. And yes, I'm going to need to see more from Fields, even though I absolutely loved how he played, especially that bootleg. Cam Ward is legit. I know the stats are really ugly from Week 1 for the number 1 pick, Cam Ward, but I didn't mind what I saw. First of all, I saw some, at times, coaching malpractice and some baffling mistakes by other players on his offense. But I was impressed. There's a clip going around of Ward having to dirt a screen because all 3 receivers in a stack blocked and no one was looking for the ball. Schottenheimer didn't know that an elbow down is as good as 2 feet and also managed the clock poorly. The Titans' defense was encouraging, and I'm not much of a Bo Nix believer. As a matter of fact, there was, for me, clearly a better quarterback in this game, and it was the guy whose teammates couldn't get out of their own way in Cam Ward. I think he's a guy. The Ravens-Bills shootout was incredible, but Ravens fans shouldn't worry because it was fluky.
No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time.
As we sit here not too far removed from one of the best regular season games in recent memory, Ravens fans are likely angry, disappointed, sad, but there's no way they're surprised. They do this once every year, just absolutely bottle a game that they were cruising in. According to Ben Solak, the Ravens have now lost 8 games since the 2021 season, in which they at one point had a win probability of at least 90%, 3 more than the next closest team. Derrick Henry was incredible all night and then fumbles the game away, kind of. Lamar was money all night, but Harbaugh decided not to put it in his hands and give it back to Buffalo at the end of the game. I truly don't know how it all happened, but it's worrisome because it happens so often. These little games can cost seeding, and although I think the Ravens are still obviously one of the best teams in the league, it's symptomatic of the unfocused moments that bite them in the playoffs. The Bills showed supreme focus, especially in the fourth quarter when there was no room for error, and the Ravens opened the door for them. Take nothing away from Josh Allen and the Bills, who had to make so many incredible plays just to stay in this game. Ed Oliver played the game of his life. Keon Coleman looks much improved in year 2, throwing it back to his Florida State days with some of these catches in this game. Either way, it was an incredible game. 2 incredible teams, 2 incredible quarterbacks. Allen and Lamar looked like they were playing a different sport than most of the other QBs we saw. The Chiefs are finally dead.
It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction.
Yeah, I almost hate to say it, but I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. Mainly just because Patrick Mahomes looked incredible on Friday in Brazil. That's all that's really going to matter for them throughout the season. They could very well lose to my Eagles on Sunday, and that would be great, but he's still the guy, and he's going to figure it out. I think Mahomes had to dip into his playoff bag of scrambling and creating out of structure a little earlier than he would have liked this season, and it seemed to genuinely frustrate him. But he was still nails down the stretch, and once Worthy and Rice come back, I think he'll finally have some playmakers out there other than Kelsey, who actually looked pretty spry. The key issue for me was the defense, who just had no answers for Justin Herbert, who pitched damn near a perfect game. On that front, I still think they just have too much talent and are too well coached not to figure it out. The Chiefs have mastered the art of playing their best at the right time. Over the next few weeks, they'll piece together whatever this year's version of winning will look like and go and win the division anyway. If I know the Chargers, this could be the ultimate Chargers moment. The offense looked electric, the defense smothered the Chiefs for a lot of the game. And maybe that will just be their peak this season. Herbert deserved one of these. He is unfairly maligned constantly and always shows up against the Chiefs. For a guy who gets crap for not showing up at big moments, like 5 of his best career games are against a dynasty. They look like they could be really good, and I'm just as shocked as anybody that Greg Roman aired it out in this game. I think they feel a lot better about their pass catchers with Keenan Allen and McConkey in year 2. They could be really good this year, but I worry that this is their peak. I hope not. So that'll do it for week 1. What a great week 1 it was. We're on to week 2 now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this format, but it mainly applied to week 1. But I'll definitely be delivering something weekly for the NFL season every week because I just love doing it. Playoff baseball is coming up. European soccer is now in full swing. The NBA will start in the fall. I'll have something to say about that too, so keep it on this channel for all that content.